Welcome back to my corny ass vlogs. Today I'm going to document again. After reading the Instagram and YouTube segments of this book, I decided to actually start again in terms of documenting versus creating. And that's because I don't have a lot of time, especially with this year. This year I want to do a lot, and the only way to do that is to actually work and just manage your time effectively. Although we'll see how that goes, because sometimes I don't as well as I should, and in reality there's just a lot of bullshit that I have to suffocate. And what I read tends to help with that, especially since before I wasn't much of a doer and more of a talker. I still am 50%, but I'm still doing. It could be a lot more. I also want to do chapter 4 of methods today, like just all of it, and finish off spec so that I've completed the homework first today, and then I'm just working on studying the chapters which I didn't do too well on last year, and just creating more videos, because right now that's the only thing that's keeping me going and just doing what I want to do, really. Okay, so it's currently 1 AM, so it's the next day, but I haven't done much today. I did a couple questions again, and then I got demotivated and just started procrastinating. I binged all of Arrow, well, 2 seasons I think. And I watched the Korean dramas, those dingo ones, the ones on YouTube that are really short. And I guess those dramas reminded me of how I am in this moment, because my mindset and mood aren't necessarily in the right place. Well, it hasn't been in a while, so I've been I've definitely been procrastinating and doing a lot more not so productive, and I don't really want to use that as an excuse, but yeah, I guess I'll just say it bluntly. I got friend-zoned, and that affected me in a way. I'll talk about it more in a proper dedicated video, but as of today and today's journal, I haven't done anything. Well, 3 questions doesn't really count, and yeah, even in terms of selling as well, or even creating content. If I do want to make my days as good as I want them to be, I have to either create, complete schoolwork, or do something I enjoy. I really don't know what I enjoy anymore. I even tried playing a bit of a game, but it wasn't something I was too interested in. I even talked to new people, and that was also something I wasn't too interested in. I will reply, and then I'd wait a bit, and then talk again later. Yeah. Hopefully I change this attitude as soon as possible and pick up as much as I can before school starts. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and be a bit more honest. And yeah, that reason that I said earlier really not crippled, but changed my perspective again. Even though I feel like that it's all an excuse, really. I'm going to just start building up one habit each day, or one habit until it's entered into my habit system. That habit will be sleeping by 9:30, because that's the time I'll be sleeping at school. During school. So I want to try and implement that early. And then, because you can't just implement something without removing the things that prevent you from doing that, I'm gonna prevent myself from using my social medias after 8, and so, but I can edit though. That's the only thing that I'll allow myself to do. Other than that, no more phone. I should write in, because the more specific I am, the more likely I'm going to do it. I remember last year I had something like this, but there were 20 habits, and when I didn't complete one or all of them, it was just dumb and stupid. I'll definitely talk about last year, hopefully before school starts. I also devised a morning and evening routine to follow. So far I've been able to do the evening routine for the past 5 nights or so, but when it comes to the morning routine, I haven't been able to do the working out and jogging, because I wake up at 12 or sometimes even 1 or 3, and then I'm not in the mood to run when it's peak sun hour. I don't know, it's just some excuse that I'm using, really. But everything else has been good, but these are just sort of psychological habits. They aren't really productive, or not really productive, but as helpful as, say, doing schoolwork on a daily basis or editing daily, which is what I should also incorporate. I really don't know how this vlog's gonna go. If this one's a bit different, because I want to document. Hopefully it's kind of interesting and more chill back and relax, and just showing more of who I am, really. I know as of right now I'm not the most accountable, well, to myself anyway. I know when it comes to others I can be a lot more, except just lately, ever since I learned about that, I've been using it as an excuse a lot with a lot of things, and that's so bad. Then again, I've been using excuses for a while, which is something I really want to suffocate. Yeah, this is my senior life, my messy senior life.